up, you guys? I'm Crystal. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to give you a look at what it takes to take care of backyard chickens every day. I'll show you our setup and all the things I have to do to take care of them. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is our chicken coop and chicken run. The chicken coop we bought prefabricated and just kind of put it together. This run was made by my husband. It is super sturdy and secure, and it's really been key in keeping our chickens safe. We have caught some predators and other animals in our game camera. The deer really want to eat the chicken food. The raccoons really want to eat the chickens. We have coyotes, hawks, the neighbor's cat, you name it. It's trying to eat our chickens or their eggs or their food. But it's safe to say that they and their food are safe and secure in their run and coop. In building our run, we did run the wire out on the ground a good ways, so that way it would be much harder for anything to dig underneath. We have this nifty auto door that has a light sensor, and it opens and closes on its own. The door is not perfect. We did have to make some adjustments with the light settings because the chickens got shut out a little early a couple times. And since our coop is in a shady spot, if a dark storm rolls in, the door will possibly shut prematurely. But all in all, this door is really great because it will open in the morning and let the chickens out, and we don't have to lift a finger. They come out and get their food and do their chicken things and remain safely in their run. We used to come out on our way out the door in the morning and let the chickens out of the run for the day, but our chickens began getting picked off by predators. Now it's worth noting that the only ones that got taken were the Buff Orpingtons. They stuck out like a sore thumb, especially amongst these black chickens, so we have no more Buff Orpingtons. You can check out my predator vlog video for a little bit more on that. I'll put the link in the description below. Even though we have no more Buff Orpingtons, it was still making us nervous to have them free ranging all day. At the same time, we didn't want to keep them in the run all the time. So we changed things up a bit and have been leaving the chickens in the run until about noon. Our hope here is just less exposure to predators and that maybe they have already gotten their meals by the time the chickens come out. I don't know, wishful thinking. It does seem to be helping though. And when we first started doing this, I actually saw a hawk dive at the run. They were unsuccessful, but still it made me feel better about the decision we made to keep them put away until noontime. So around midday, I go out and greet the chickens. While they're totally content hanging out in their run in the morning, they get very excited when we come up to let them out. I come up and open the run door and let them out to seize the day. Have a good day, chickens. Once I let them out is when I will check their food and water to see if they need any refills. I have an automatic water for the chickens. It works pretty well, and I have a little sluggy friend that lives under there. Hey, slugs. It holds a lot of water, but I'll change it when it starts looking mucky or if like the mosquitoes are breeding in it. The chickens do get a lot of food while out free ranging, but they eat their feed while they're in the run, and they usually stop by for a feed during the day or after they've laid an egg. They also love to get into our compost, so they do eat a lot of our food scraps. The compost has basically become a chicken and raccoon treat station at this point. As far as their coop, I do deep litter composting here, and that works well for us. I don't have to do complete change outs very often, maybe twice a year. But of course, I will do it more if I feel like it needs it, or if I'm overrun by an ammonia smell or something like that. But I do go in about once a month and mix in fresh pine shavings as everything starts to break down in the coop. I do have a whole video on Coop Maintenance that you can check out where I do a complete changeover and also battle a mite issue. I'll put the link in the description. I've actually noticed significantly less maintenance having only 8 chickens versus 12. This coop is set to hold 15, and we're probably going to max that out next year. And I think I'm going to notice that I have a lot more work to do to keep things clean and fresh and keep everyone fed and happy. But on a daily basis, I turn their coop bedding, mixing everything together so it will compost down in the coop. Then I check the boxes and fluff up the pine shavings if needed, as well as clear out any poop that may have made its way in. Once or twice during the day, I'll pop up here to collect eggs, and that's about it until nighttime. I'd say I spend an average of 5 to 10 minutes a day up here doing all the things. The chickens just go around doing their chicken things for the rest of the day. When the sun starts going down, we'll notice them pecking their way up towards the coop. They get themselves a last little feed meal and then hop into the coop for the night. And once it gets dark enough outside and triggers the light sensor to close the door, it will go ahead and close them up. Once it gets dark, then we always come outside every night and count the chickens, make sure everybody made it in, and collect any remaining eggs, and then close the run door. That way, when they come back out in the morning, they will be confined to the run until it's time to let them out. So that's it, you guys. There was a good bit of work to be done when we first got the chicks and we were raising them and building all this stuff. But now that we're into our groove, the work is minimal, and it's really nice to have the chickens around and just collect their eggs and just enjoy having them around. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you like this video, because I will have more videos coming out, especially as we get chicks in the spring. We're gonna have some hens, we're gonna have a rooster. It's gonna be real interesting. And if you like this video, go ahead and check out some of my other chicken videos. I'll put some links in the description box below. Bye guys.